And welcome back, guys, to another completely unscheduled and unplanned looted live stream. Can't even say live stream. I've managed to mess up Ben's camera. 1 second. Oh,
Nice
wow.
one,
It's
Charles.
very tiny. Sorry, 1 second. No, if I extend that and then enlarge that. Oh, I don't know how I've managed that. Well, I mean, they can't see your face anyway, so there's not really much going on. There we go. Now you're all sorted. Not sure what happened.
Yeah, sort of. What
You
have you
were
done,
sorted, and
Charles?
then you weren't. Oh, what's going on? It just like keeps minimizing you. All right, try this again. Try this again. One more time.
Yeah, you're bad at this, Charles.
Look, I never said I was good at these kind of things. Okay, and bam. All right, that'll do. If it changes again, my bad. You're going to be a small box, but we should be fine. Hello, everybody. Once again. Yeah, as I said, completely
Minor
unplanned,
technical
unscheduled.
hitches.
Well, Ben, thank you for joining me on another odd live stream that we like to do, especially now you've moved in on your fancy swanky boat.
I have.
And I mean, just looking at the background, it does look very appealing. I've got to say, it does look kind of aesthetic.
I mean, I sort of had to set up in the uninspiring corner because of cameras and stuff, but
I mean, if that's
I
the
tried to make it
uninspiring
a bit
corner,
cozier.
yeah, I mean, it looks very cozy. If that's the uninspiring corner, I look forward to seeing what the inspiring corners look like.
Oh, well, that's where the bed is.
Oh,
That wasn't meant to sound like it sounded,
it
but
sounded fairly saucy, I've got to say.
many fairy lights.
How are you finding the boat life?
Fine.
Fine. The boat life is fine, everybody. Don't worry.
Glorious.
Glorious
If you don't
fine.
like your neighbours, you can move.
Oh, that's a very good point. I haven't really even thought about that. And you can just like steal your neighbour's cats. Easy. They won't know.
Oh yes, I do that. It's great because like they go home at the end of the day.
Oh, okay. So you don't steal them. They come into your boat and then they leave.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's fine. Considering I said steal cats and you said, oh, I do that, which is kind of a thing you don't want to say on the internet because people are going to think that you're a cat stealer and you don't want to be that guy. Just saying.
Hmm. You can see Ben's reflection. No, you can't.
No, you can't see nothing. This is all a lie.
It's not
Sneak
clear.
preview. um. So yeah. Overall, how you been doing, Ben? Any updates?
Good. Other than boat-related things, I've just been busy with work really. Both this week and last week, I've been in Stockholm.
Nice.
First time in Sweden actually. It's very nice.
Fair.
I
I bet it's
definitely
very
recommend.
expensive.
Yes, it's very 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 expensive. As in like beer is prohibitively expensive.
Oh, all right. So how much is a pint compared to London?
It varies probably from about the equivalent of about £8 to sort of 12, depending on what you drink, which is
Ooh.
ridiculous. But
That
yeah,
is pricey, and that's why I'm glad I don't drink. Fantastic. Cool. Well, I've got to say that I've not been that eventful at all. Not much has really changed. Found a new studio, but we'll get into that later. The only bit of exciting news. Oh, my headphone jack's going a bit weird. Bear with me. It's still going weird. All right. You know,
Charles
this
was
is
not prepared for this.
the thing is, I was prepared, but then I was like, oh, actually, my current headphones are busted. Oh, this is going to be very annoying.
I
My
mean,
current
it's now a
headphones.
good time to point out that on Skype you don't even have a video feed.
Oh, I mean, that's fine because I'm doing it via OBS, so you should have one on Skype. But yeah, I realized that my current headphones are actually busted. So I whipped out these bad boys, which came with a knockoff PSP from Wish. So suffice to say, these aren't exactly great audio quality. It's very tinny and very, very bad, and apparently keeps disconnecting from my computer. So always a bad decision picking headphones from a Wish product. It's just not advisable. But as I was saying, me myself not being very eventful, but about a couple of hours ago, I went on the BBC News, and my local town, my hometown,
Ah,
is.
I know where this is going.
Oh,
Yeah,
do you know where it's going? Is on the
I, I,
news.
I think I saw the article. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, well, I'm gonna bring it up because I can. I hope so. If I've done this right, I can bring it up. And boom, yeah, there it is. Haha. All right. Seafront cordoned over hazardous material. Can't say I saw that coming.
This is the one I thought it was.
Yeah, apparently there's been people down on the seafront like just like on the pier, casually. Oh, Ben's camera's disappeared in this. Ignore that for the time being. I'm going to ignore it. So good at this. The apparently hazardous material on the seafront, and people have been getting headaches and being very sick. And a couple of people were admitted to hospital, but I think they've been released now. So it's obviously nothing too serious, but very, very weird and a bit of a change, you know, a bit exciting. You know, I like something a bit different from like Seagull steals ice cream from Small Child. We have something a tad more exciting. I'm totally fine with that, apart from the fact that it might have been something very dangerous, and I hope everyone who was affected with it is all right. But yeah, there you go, bit of excitement. That's my day. That's basically how exciting my day has been. Let's go ahead. Let's go back to the regular one. There we go. Ben's back. Hey, there you go. See, look, we're fine. We're fine at this. But yeah.
I mean, it was working so well until you changed things.
I'm sorry. I try to mix things up. I realize I've not done very well. As I said, unplanned, unorganized live streams. This is going to happen. All right. When we don't do this regularly, I forget how to do things. It's just what happens.
Yeah. So obviously we've changed things up a tiny bit. For starters, I have a camera set up, a proper one. The only other thing is that I haven't got a microphone plugged in, so I'm having to use the built-in one, which is hopefully not awful, but we may do.
We may do. I mean, yeah, it's not great, but it will do. That's all we need. It was like either we wait until you are able to use the proper mic, or just do a live stream. It doesn't matter. We'll just do it. It's fine. I mean, we're not exactly very professional when we do these anyway, so it really doesn't make much difference. It's fine. Yay for echoes, yes. Cheap mics, woohoo. But yeah, but anyway, should we get on to the main topic of today? And that is the fact that...
Yes, the thumbnail.
The thumbnail, if I've uploaded it. I might have forgotten, but fingers crossed I've uploaded it. We're and the title. We are actually moving. We are finally... ages ago, we said that we were leaving the studio and we're going to go ahead and find a new one. And we have finally done that. And that's quite exciting. I'm looking forward to having a new studio up so we can finally make some new content, because we spammed out recording like a load of videos, like for a couple of days. And I'm going to be honest, some of those videos, I'm just like, I'm not a big fan of them, but I'm going to upload them anyway because I don't have any other content. I'd rather post content than post nothing.
They're the same sort of stuff we normally do, but normally we try and break it up a tiny bit with the types of things we look at.
Yeah, exactly.
But
we just
I had to sleep on Charles's floor.
Yeah, we'll have a sofa bed for you, hopefully.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. See, better than before. Yeah. Well,
so we crammed like
we're going
loads
up
and
in
loads
the
of
world.
videos into 2 days.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, bloody headphones. Yeah, it's the we're having to record over like 2 or 3 days was such a pain. This is going to be really annoying with this headphone jack. Either way, it was so annoying just because there's no time to sort of like rest up and just be like, oh yeah, let's go and do another video the next day. We had to actually film like 4 or 5 videos in a day, and by the 5th one you're like, I am done. And it's like you don't feel that motivated or anything, but you just got to do it and stick it out. And hopefully now we've got a new studio and everything, we can film. We don't have to film film as many in one day. It's not like you have to come down one day, we've got to film 5 videos to cover us for the month. I can be like, all right, I happen to have this one thing, let's just film it today while I'm in the mood and I've got ideas and blah 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 blah, and I can just go into the studio and do it. Hopefully that's how it works, and hopefully it means that we can upload maybe more frequently with any luck, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's all quite exciting. I'm looking forward to it. And the place we're moving actually has a garage. I've never had a garage. I'm going up in the world.
Perfect for keeping motorbikes in.
I might get a motorbike. I might not, though. We'll see how it goes.
I think you should, Charles. Hell, I'll lend you one if I need to.
I like the fact you're in a position where you can lend me a motorbike.
It's good to have one spare.
I mean,
so I should probably buy a third one, just so I've got a backup spare if I lend one.
Oh, that's a very good point. Yeah, okay, you buy 3 motorbikes and I'll borrow one. But, at first, I might just get a bicycle. Because, I live by the seafront, so I can just go for nice, seaside cycles. Unless the chemicals are out, then, no can do.
I mean, that would be a great video.
It would be.
We'll
I
do
got
a
poisoned.
documentary-style video of Charles dying of poisoning.
Oh god. Story time. I got poisoned on the seafront. Ben, everyone's saying they can see you. I feel like this is an inopportune.
It's these bloody reflections. There we go.
There you go.
I'll just rotate that.
Done. There we go. No, sneak preview. We'll do a face reveal at some point. You know, I've gotten to the point now where like we decided to hide your face because it was a laugh, and now I'm like having to like hide your face in ways on videos and stuff like that, and I'm like, I kind of wish we just not done it in some ways.
I know it's sort of become this really hard work in joke that it's never meant to be an in joke. It was never an issue.
No,
And now it's just created more work.
Exactly. It was never an issue. Shouldn't have been an in joke, but that's what it is. So that's what we're sticking with until we finally reveal your face. It's just, it feels like a bit of a cop out. We know, yeah, he just has a face now. I was like, we need to figure out something to do with it before we do that. But hey, apparently half of the people have seen it in the monitor anyway, so it's fine. Well, actually, only 11 people have, so no one really watches these live streams. So you're actually safe for a while. Whoa. Nice.
Ooh,
But,
I can hear rain.
oh, raining on a boat. Oh,
Yeah, lots of rain.
Oh, I bet that's lovely, isn't it? Just like listening
It
to
is
the
rather
rain
nice.
while sitting on your boat. Ah, perfect. But yeah, new studio, hopefully new videos. I've actually been thinking to myself that I kind of want to make another YouTube channel, like completely different stuff, not related to Looted at all. Just sort of like just doing something a bit different, doing my own thing.
Oh, I think I remember mentioning this one. What sort of thing did you have in mind?
I have no idea yet. I have no idea. I'm sort of thinking things through. Part of me wanted to do another gaming channel like I did years ago, but I maybe want to try something new. But you know, just
I mean, if this video gets 10,000 likes, Charles will start a Minecraft channel.
oh yes, that's a deal. Yeah, there you go. That's totally what's going to happen. 10,000 likes, Minecraft channel.
Yeah, Charles should not start a music channel, or maybe he should. Maybe it would be very interesting to see Charles progress musically.
I mean, I would be interested to actually maybe make a video where I try to learn a musical instrument. It's like shots over the course of like 2 months or something like that, and then we just see how I gradually improve. But that's also a lot of effort, so maybe I won't do that. But you know, maybe something along that, like those sort of lines. I have been watching a lot of channels which do like what do you call them? It's not like challenge channels as such. It's like self-improvement channels, but it's like I did this for a month to see what happens and stuff like that. And I'm just like, that seems kind of silly, but also kind of fun. But yeah, either way, I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but something. But hopefully, if I have the time, mostly the effort, fingers crossed, I'll do something. That'd be great. But yeah, and maybe you can finally make your living on a houseboat videos.
Maybe.
You could be like.
I don't know how.
Like, you know.
I don't know how people find the time for these things.
No, I know. Well, some people have very interesting lives and don't have a day job, so I guess they can easier.
I mean, I do always find it sort of amazing that people, like when you do the same thing every day, it just becomes the everyday.
Yeah.
And I sort of go, well, this is just the everyday. How's that interesting?
Mm.
And I think you forget how different things are sometimes to other people.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's, some things are just very different. Some people live very different lives, and it makes it tricky. But yeah, I mean, you've seen that that girl who made the like van life video. She's uploaded like 3 videos now, and I think she's at like 2 million subscribers and however many millions of views on those videos. And I'm like, wow, I don't know what happened there, but that's crazy.
I mean, the van life one is a funny one because there are so many people doing it. It's a really, really oversaturated thing at the moment.
Yeah, very much so.
It's weird that one person suddenly, obviously, don't know whether they hit trending or what, but took off.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't really understand it, but I bet you're regretting getting a boat, not getting a van. Think of the reviews you'll be rolling.
I mean, interestingly enough, I did look at vans a while ago.
Yeah.
But boats are better.
Yeah, I mean boats are good, but I bet like
I've got a lot more space.
Yeah, very true. It is like a tiny flat, really, but like a nicely laid out tiny flat, unlike my current tiny flat, which is just a box.
Yeah, I mean, I probably have about the same amount of actual floor space as you do in your tiny flat.
Yeah, which is crazy. But hey, soon, 2-bedroom. 1 bedroom's going to be a studio, and I'll have a garage. You can sleep in the garage.
What's wrong with the spare bedroom?
Ah, well, that's a studio. we'll have a fold-out bed in the living room, so we'll have 2 sofas. There you go. So you can sleep on an actual bed. You're welcome. We thought it through. But yeah. So that's kind of like the short update where we are at the moment. I think how many videos have we got left until we've run out? I'm trying to calculate.
I don't know. I sort of lost count because we sort of had 2 solid days of filming, and yeah, it was a hell of a lot of filming, and I lost track.
Yeah, no,
Those
it
are
is a hell of a lot. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3. I think we've got 4 videos left. So that will cover us up until what we got this Wednesday. Next one, that should hold us up to ooh, it's tight. Maybe September 4th. No, yeah, September 4th. So we might not have a video for September 11th. So we're gonna have to maybe film another. I'll come to your place and we'll make a video on the boat. There we go. We're covered. Sorted.
Oh, are you pretending you've only just made up that plan and we weren't discussing this yesterday?
Yeah. Don't spoil it. Yes. Come up and explore the wonders of your boat. I want to try driving a boat. I mean, part of me doesn't because I don't want to crash your one and only home, but at the same time.
I mean, if you look like you're going to crash, I'll just shove you out of the way and take over. It's fine.
That's a very good point.
I don't have a plank, but I can just push you off.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll work with that. Walk the plank, Sonny. Oh, that'd be fun. Have you figured out how to get your motorbikes on the boat yet?
It's a work in progress. I have a lot of plans for that, but
I've heard the plans. I just wonder if you progressed at all.
I mean, I have a menagerie of sketches. I just need some materials, and somebody's good at welding.
Okay, so you can just buy a load of ropes, a few cable ties, done. Lush done, sorted.
I mean, I was thinking of a slightly heavier duty way of doing it.
Because funnily enough, work wonder.
Yeah. So yeah, funnily enough, so the boat actually has a bicycle rack on the back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I was thinking, well, you know, I can just get rid of that and in its place get the sort of motorbike racks that go across the back of a car.
Yeah.
And you know, they come with a ramp. Pop that on. Job's good. And
yeah, just getting the parts, isn't it, and getting someone to install it, and then done.
Pretty much, yeah.
Fair. Sounds good.
Yeah. Well, so we'll see how that one goes. But I'm sort of going to do a bit of pondering on it. Because obviously if you had a load of weight on the back, you'd probably want to balance it out a bit. But,
you'll start doing like wheelies down the canal.
Yeah.
That's totally a thing you can do, despite the fact that the boat doesn't have wheels. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But
fantastic. Well, I mean, the water tank's at the front. So I was thinking of actually getting a secondary one underneath the primary one. And depending on how many litres, I don't know, I measured it up, I probably get about 150 litres, which is 150 kilos, which is not that much less than one of my bikes. So we'll see.
Fair play. Worth finding out. That'd be a good little experiment, wouldn't it? The what was it? One thing. I'm looking forward to actually finally getting back into making videos because we got sent something which I'm quite excited to try out. But it's another musical instrument, and it's another one that I have no idea how to play whatsoever. But
oh yes, I know what this one is.
The thing is, you can play this instrument quite well, so we should be able to get some clips of someone playing it competently, and then a lot of clips of me playing it absolutely awfully. Apart from Smoke in the Water, I can kill Smoke in the Water.
I mean, how about instead of blurring my face, you just superimpose your face onto my body while I play it?
That's not a bad idea, that. Because, I mean, luckily, we film on a blue screen. If we're going to mask anything out, it's going to be well easy.
Yeah, that could actually work.
I might buy you a blue sort of like mask, so it's easier for me to like chroma key you out.
I mean, that would be easier than the other, or not necessarily easier, but more comfortable than the other thing I had in mind.
Oh, what did you have in mind?
Which was, well, you know those silly like things people make where they'll like put a jumper on their dog and they're behind the dog, and they put their own arms through the jumper to make it look like the dog has arms. I was thinking we could do that.
I mean, I would much prefer to do that. Like, I feel like one's more practical from an editing point of view, but
Yeah.
that also sounds far more hilarious. I'd much rather do that if I had to pick.
I mean, yeah, that would be entertaining.
It'd be very entertaining. Well, I'm sure we'll figure it out. But either way, it's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to doing it. Your ear. Sorry, just reading the comment. Your ear piercing reminds me of an old school Dan TDM. Who's Dan TP? I'll look it up later. Fantastic though. Thank you very much to Kai for donating £2. That's good.
You are now our favourite person in this live stream.
Yeah,
I like you even more than I like Charles.
Kai is my favourite person, and you're now Ben's very favourite person. I mean, there's not much competition because I don't think you think that highly of me.
No, I mean, anyone I thought of neutrally would come out on top, so no offense.
No, I feel you. I feel you. I mean, after seeing the videos that we haven't released yet, I feel like that's completely understandable. I feel like I need to apologise to the intern for the last video that we uploaded, because I feel like going through the clips, I feel like we took the mick a bit too much. But then again, she did take the mick out of my forehead right at the beginning. So I feel like maybe she had it coming. I'm not sure.
Bad that I also don't know who Dan TDM is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Right.
It's just we must be publicly executed for knowing who he is.
TDM.
I'm going to look at.
Oh, he's a Minecrafter.
Oh, of course we don't know then. Well, hey, I imagine he's great. Everyone likes Minecraft. Minecraft is really making a resurgence recently, isn't it? It's crazy. I went into...
Yeah, you know why.
Well, I went into the gym at work the other day, and one of my colleagues was in there, and he was working out while listening to the Minecraft soundtrack, but I had no idea, because that soundtrack is rocking, and you wouldn't expect it to be on something like Minecraft. It's amazing. It's so chill.
Hang on. Which... is this a bit of a soundtrack I haven't heard, or is he just like using the really mellow, melancholy stuff?
The really mellow stuff. He was like doing bench presses while listening to like really mellow like piano chill sounds. I digged it. I thought that was a pretty good workout session that day. Good times. Good time. It's my main man Charles and the faceless one. Thanks, Dom. Happy to have you here. In fact, I haven't actually spoken to you in ages, so I'm happy you're here.
I think I might actually have Minecraft on here. I don't at the moment.
Oh, you don't? Oh, see, I don't either, actually. It's one of those things I haven't played in so
I was going to start a Minecraft channel.
Oh, see, that's the way to go. Just like chilling on your boat, playing Minecraft. That's the channel. Done. Don't see anything wrong with
Yeah, I mean, the only game I have on here is the original Deus Ex.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that would run on a tiny laptop.
And I think I also have the Unreal Tournaments, the original one, which is also awesome. And people still play it online. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's pretty good going. We need to play Titanfall again sometime, or Apex, because we haven't played that in ages. Good times. Good times.
I may have played them earlier today without you.
You son of a...
You were busy.
You didn't tell me.
Well, I assumed you were busy.
Live stream over.
Were you busy?
We'll carry on.
No, I just had like an hour to kill, so I did try playing Apex, but I decided I didn't have the patience for it after. But I did about 2 rounds, and both times someone decided the best drop point would be where everyone else was. So everyone gets insta-dead, and then, yeah.
That sounds about right. That's pretty much
I thought,
every single time I play.
Titanfall is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Titanfall.
Well, it's one of those things. I spent my morning like watching NXT Takeover because there was a new one yesterday. Really, it's wrestling. I know Ben, you don't really follow wrestling, but I was like watching that, and I've come to the realization that watching wrestling, more specifically like WWE stuff, I just start falling asleep, even if it's really good. I just feel really tired. I'm like, I woke up in the morning, like I won't be sleepy because I just woken up, and I was like, oh no. I'm falling asleep, and then like I fell asleep, woke up, and then suddenly there was 2 guys in a cage. I was like, oh no, What have I missed? I had to rewind.
We've been playing Titanfall 2, just saw a comment.
Yeah, Titanfall 2.
Which I've never played the first one. Funnily enough, Charles made me buy Titanfall because he was like, "Hey, let's find something to both play that isn't Apex
Well,
because we're bad at it."
Well, what I said was we were playing a lot of Apex because obviously it's free, it's great, and then we got really frustrated with it because we kind of sucked at it. And I was like, you know what? This game, Titanfall 2, is basically the same as Apex, but not as frustrating. Went ahead and did that, and it was fun because it's not as frustrating.
Yeah, but yeah, I really enjoyed Titanfall, and I think it was on sale. I think it was about £6 or something.
Yeah, it was super cheap, wasn't it? So I think we got our money's worth, that's for sure. I think we played a few hours, like quite a few hours of it now. So yeah,
yeah.
Out. Yeah, it was good.
I might play it tomorrow while you're at work.
Oh.
I have some work to do, but I've hopefully got a slightly quieter, at least 2 days. I'm super busy till Wednesday.
Well, maybe I'll grab you in the evening.
So got a bit of easy mellow work to do, and then back to it, which makes up for the hecticness of the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's good. But yeah, well, I feel like we've talked through basically the update of what we're up to, and we've talked about random stuff. I guess as we do with every single live stream, because we can never fill one out with just us talking, we will do Q&As for like another half an hour or so, and we'll wrap this up at like 8:30 or something like that.
So many Q&As.
So many Q&As. So if you do have any questions, leave them in the comments. We'll give them a read. And yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good.
Right, I'm just going to scroll back, see if there are any.
Yeah, you do that.
If anyone's asked any questions we haven't answered yet, post them again, just in case we missed them.
Feel free. Also, I mean, while people are thinking of questions, if anyone is thinking of questions, while we're waiting for questions, I will say that recently I've played Detroit Become Human, and I've got to say that was such a fantastic game. I didn't expect it to be so great. I really enjoyed Heavy Rain, but I didn't know what to expect from Detroit, and everything about it I thought was fantastic.
See, funnily enough, I've never played it, but I've watched about 3 playthroughs of it.
Oh, really? So you've basically played it, considering the whole game is basically
pretty much, yeah.
You just watch and hit buttons. I mean,
it's like I would love to play it, but don't really need to. But yeah, I mean, watching it looked really good.
I was really excited to play the second playthrough and do things differently, but once I completed my first playthrough, I realised that I don't really want to go through and play it just to get different endings and everything. I'd rather just be like, no, that was my ending and that was that. So I haven't played it again yet, but maybe I will at some point. But yeah, it's just very good. It's very good.
Oh.
All right, should we start?
So how am I getting internet on my boat? Is my question. So I have a 4G router. So basically, I have 4G internet, but it has a little router that basically just looks like a normal home router. And my upload speed is better than Charles's.
Not for long.
I don't know.
Well, what's your
depending on where I am?
Depending
on where I am, I've had about 25 megabits up.
All right, I can't beat that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That is pretty damn good.
But yeah, so obviously, my laptop and stuff just connects to the router over Wi-Fi, and the router has a SIM card in it and aerial outside.
Ideal. Yeah, I think where I'm at the moment with my internet, I get it's Virgin Media, so it's 200 megabytes down, but 8 up, and I'm like, that's not great. Whereas now we're moving to a new place which doesn't get Virgin, but we get Sky, so it's 50 megabytes down, which it's still all right, but 18 gigabytes up. So megabytes. If it was gigabytes, that'd be absolutely crazy. Megabytes, that'd be crazy. But,
that's probably megabits actually.
Megabits, yeah. Okay, either way, it's faster than what I've got at the moment, so I can't argue.
What's the GigaCube? Is the GigaCube like a mobile router? Because mine's a Huawei HomeFi.
You and your Huawei. The Chinese are spying.
Yeah, it's probably spying on me, but so are Google and Facebook, and apparently that's okay.
Exactly. If white people are doing
it,
it's fine.
But when China do it, apparently that's bad.
Well, my question is, when is Charles going to be man enough to 1v1 me on WWE 2K again? Look, you kick my ass every time, all right? but I will have another go at it. I'll have a crack at it.
I would actually like to see this happen because Charles always makes me play that with him, and I'm really bad at it.
Well, the thing is, like
Yeah,
WWE.
so I want to see someone else beating him.
Well,
That would be good.
With the 2K servers though, like no matter where you're playing it and who you're playing it with online, there's always a delay. So you have to get used to that delay, and it's always find it really frustrating.
As if it isn't enough of a sluggish game.
Exactly, it's such a sluggish game already. Ah, such a pain. All right, Ben. Next question.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm just scrolling back, seeing if we've missed much.
No, I've got one question on my site. I just want you to read it.
Hang on, you've got a question?
Yeah. I just wanted you to read the question. I thought you would find it straight away. But if not,
Oh no.
You good?
Oh wait, is it the one about how many children we're going to have?
Yes, that one.
Oh, I mean, Charles probably shouldn't be allowed to reproduce with his, being like how he is. So we'll adopt.
Wow. Okay. I think I'd have delightful children. I think they'll be probably just as annoying as me.
Yeah, but Charles, there are ginger people in your family.
Oh, that's a good point. Can't be running that risk.
That's a risk that ought to be contained.
There's already a bit of ginger on my beard. We don't want to get too much of that out into the world, do we? But that's something stuck in my beard, which I wouldn't be surprised. I just had a jacket potato, so maybe there's remnants in there. But I think I'm alright. I feel like someone would have pointed it out if it was, but I think I'm clean. I do need to trim this thing though. It's my mustache is starting to grow into my mouth, and it's starting to get a bit feel it on my lips. It's a bit uncomfortable, but getting there. It's getting there. Oh dear, not gingers. Yes, I know. It's fine. We'll be good. Are the Dobbs. Any other questions going on?
So, full off, there was a video we wanted to film, but we didn't get a chance to because of work and life and busyness, which was the Fun Fair one.
Yeah, now the Fun Fair's
so
probably because of all the toxic material on the seafront.
I mean, to be fair, they probably left it behind.
Yeah.
But yeah, those. I don't know what they're called.
Conspiracy theory. Yeah. The fair leaves, and then the toxic material comes out of nowhere. Obviously, it was from the fair. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some phone calls later. Carry on.
So, what's the ride called that you wanted to go on? It's one of the really tall ones that spins people all the way around.
Yeah, it's the one that sort of like it seats 4 people on one like little capsule, and then it like spins you around like on this one giant arm, and then there's on the other end of the arm there's another sort of like capsule where 4 people sit. So there's ones that after a bit of spinning, there's then a bit where you're sitting right at the top while the other people at the bottom get off, and you're just hanging there, and that sounds terrifying to me.
Yeah, and we wanted to film Charles go on that and screaming.
But we didn't, and it's gone.
I know. We'll just have to find something else to torment him with.
I mean, it won't be hard. I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Put up. Has the spicy video gone up yet?
Oh no, spoilers! No, that's not gone up yet.
I was trying to remember.
No, it's not gone up. Yeah. It's not gone up. I haven't even started editing that one just yet.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do? Is the Mr. K Slapper ever making a cheeky comeback? For the time being, no. For people who don't know, I used to have a gaming channel called Keyboard Slapper. Still up, so you can find it if you want. I wouldn't advise looking at it because it's not very good. But
he started off making Minecraft videos.
No, I didn't. That's not true.
Oh no, I can't remember if you were recording them or just streaming them. It was one or the other.
No, it was neither. I've never done that. I think I made one Minecraft
video
on that channel.
I definitely remember seeing you streaming a Minecraft video long ago.
I mean, I may have done one ages ago, but it definitely wasn't anything serious. But anyway, that one's probably not making a comeback. If I was going to make another gaming channel, I'd probably make a whole new one instead of going back to it. That seems to be the best bet.
Would it be mainly Minecraft?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, come on, it's doing so well. PewDiePie's playing it again. I've got to jump on that. He's the only reason why our Otamatone video did very well.
Basically, he's sort of become a trendsetter.
Really? It's like he's the most popular channel online or something.
I know.
But yeah, probably going to be a new channel. Don't know what I'd call it. Don't know what I'd do. But if I was going to do it, it'd be new. Maybe I would call it Randy Tash, because I love that name and I don't know why. It's my go-to username. They are. All right, next question, Ben.
Oh,
Come on the
right. Where were we? We were something about Mr. Keyboard Slapper.
Yeah.
Ben, what are you drinking? I am drinking Drury Rum,
Ooh,
golden spiced.
look at you. You and your fancy drinks.
So, Charles, what's your favourite flavour of condom?
I just read that. I was like, I hope Ben doesn't read this one next.
I mean, you seem like you're more likely to have a preference.
Poor. But I mean, if I had to pick, honestly, no idea.
I mean, what flavours are there? I suppose there's probably like vanilla, strawberry, banana. I mean, it's basically a case of what's your favourite flavour fruit.
Oh, but the thing is, this is a terrible conversation. I imagine condom flavors are like flavored teas, where it's like they say that they have fancy names, but they all taste the same. Like if I get like a vanilla chai wood flavored tea, it's just going to be chai, you know. It's all just the same flavor. This is a stupid conversation. Anyway, move on.
I mean, are you telling me you've never like tasted one, just like taken out the wrapper and gone, well, it smells like banana? Does it taste like banana? Come on, everyone's done that.
No, you have. I can imagine you doing that. No, I haven't done that. Great. Here comes our next video idea. Once we've got a new studio set up, we taste test flavored condoms.
Yeah, I mean, I like how they basically have the same variety of flavours as ice cream.
It's because everyone likes ice cream.
Yeah. So that maybe they should make condom flavoured ice cream.
I can't say I've done that, to be honest. See? Look.
Alright, so next video we're going to get Charles to do a condom taste test.
Look, we can't post that on... We're going to have to upload that to our Pornhub account where we do saucy unboxings.
I mean, you know the Wish fitness gear? I feel like that should have been on there.
I mean, that squat strap thing, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that should have been on there. I've still got that. Don't know why, but I've still got it. We're emptying out the studio, deciding what things to take. And I was just like, I guess I'll take this home. Now I'm like, great. Now, anytime family comes over, I've got to explain what it is. Ugh.
I mean, you chose to keep it.
I mean, it was either that or throw it in the bin, and I wasn't going to waste it. I don't think I could have handed it to a charity shop, because that just wouldn't have been bad. Yeah. Ugh. I imagine Wish do some questionable sex toys. They very much do.
Oh, they do. Yeah, we've had a laugh at them.
It's scary, the stuff they've got in there.
We love the idea of making a video out of them, because it would be hilarious, but I think it's a bit too much for the channel.
We'll upload that to our saucy Pornhub unboxing account. Done.
We don't have one of those.
We yeah, totally don't. Yeah, totally haven't made one just in case we ever need it in the future. I say saucy unboxing. We wouldn't be saucy. It would be products that are just too not safe for work to upload onto YouTube. Anyway, enough of this idea. It's not going to happen. I'm just joking. All right, it's not happening.
It's going to happen.
Ben, find us another question so we can move on.
No. We're not moving on. This is going to happen because it'll be hilarious. Right.
Moving on.
Moving on anyway. Have you ever tried to stick a clothes hanger into your ear piercings?
Sorry. Have I a clothes hanger?
Yeah.
I mean, I totally could. Have we got a clothes hanger kicking about? Okay, one sec. All right, Ben, you entertain.
Okay, I'll make some hand movements and I hope that's entertaining. I'm trying to think of if I've got any interesting stories, but not really. So Stockholm's nice. Also very expensive. Yeah, I don't have much interesting to talk about, really. Come back, Charles. I could serenade you. I do have my guitar just over there, but I won't. because then we'll go off on that tangent, and it'll, Charles will probably tell me off. He doesn't like it if anyone else tries to steal the spotlight. This is why he hides my face.
So you're talking about how you steal the spotlight, and now my headphones are bugged. There we go. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, turns out it does fit. Who knew? Who knew? Well, now
I mean, you're not gonna. But...
Damn headphones.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't see.
Oh, now you can.
Yeah, because I've got you off my phone. Yeah.
Ah, well, there you go. Now we all. Oh my god, what is wrong with these headphones? Well, what are you gonna do? I'm just gonna take that out before my headphones decide to disconnect again, which they probably already have because I can't hear anything. There it is. Oh, there we go. God, that noise is annoying. Anyway, back at it, Ben.
What's my favourite aircraft? Oh, I don't know.
Well, that's very.
I'm trying to remember what I was on. I had a connecting flight, and it was actually the first time I've been on because a lot of the flights around Europe are sort of short haul, so they're pretty small planes. I had a connecting flight. I can't remember what plane it was, but it was absolutely huge. And I remember I was in like seat K, which was like, hang on, how big is this plane? If the seats go A to K. But it turns out, for some weird reason, on planes, they like to skip certain letters. So it goes like A to K, but missing J and I. It's kind of weird.
It'd be like superstitious. J and I, you can't have that on a plane because.
Yeah, but that was great because it was half empty and I had loads of rooms myself.
Oh, nice. I've always wanted to go on a plane where like it was empty enough that I could like lay down on the middle section where there's like 4 seats.
Yeah,
that's the dream.
But the only unnerving thing is that it still had a CRT, like cathode ray tube TV at the front.
What's that concerning?
And ashtrays in the armrests.
Oh,
and I was sitting there thinking, how old is this plane? Is it going to fall out of the sky?
But that's what I always find amazing about all planes still is that they have that non-smoking sign next to the seatbelt sign, which comes up like just above your seat. And I'm like, yeah, I think it's commonly known that people shouldn't smoke on planes. Why is it still here?
But I mean, the variations in the planes you get for short flights, it'll generally be a Boeing or an Airbus. But there's not that much difference. The main difference is just who the airline is. If it's Ryanair, just don't. I mean, we've actually, because all my flights are booked through work, we've got an unspoken rule that we don't book Ryanair.
What about EasyJet?
We use EasyJet a lot, actually, because they're cheap and they're fine.
Yeah, I've never had
no frills, but they get you there.
Exactly. That's what you need. I think the best flight I ever took was on probably ANA. Was quite nice. I like that. It was a good time.
I haven't flown ANA.
No, I guess they only go sort of one particular area. So unless you're not going there, you don't really go on it normally.
Yeah, I mean, I've flown quite a few now. I had Norwegian on the way back from Stockholm, but on the way out, last time I had SAS.
SAS?
Which is like Scandinavian Airlines, something or other.
Okay. Fair enough. I was going to say, SAS, that sounds like an exciting plane ride. But fair.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I think I did Virgin once. That was alright. That was a long haul flight as well, so that was like 13 hours, and that wasn't so bad. The food sucked, but apart from that, it was alright. And then
I mean, a lot of the time, I don't bother with food because it's just like it's like only an hour or 2 flight.
Yeah, you're a short haul guy, whereas we always end up doing long haul.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we've got to eat.
Yeah, I mean, the longest flights I've had to do have only really been to Stockholm or to Bratislava in Slovakia, which are about 2.5 hours max, really.
That's not bad. Is that the longest flight you've ever done in your life, or is that like just for work? That's the longest one you've done?
It's the longest for work. I'm trying to think. So other than that, I've been to Morocco, which is North Africa, but I can't for the life of me remember how long the flight was. It probably wasn't terribly long. It might have been about 3 hours or so. Because, you're just sort of going south across France and Spain, really.
Yeah. I mean, I
And a
feel
bit of
like
sea, and then you're there.
for a video, I feel like me and you should just go traveling somewhere. Just
Hmm.
spend a few days doing something somewhere. We'll figure something out.
This is why you need to set up a GoFundMe to hurry up and get yourself a motorbike.
Yeah, that'll do it. We'll go
We can
traveling around
set
the
up
UK.
our yeah, we'll become travel vloggers.
Ooh, fun. Maybe not fun. Yay. I mean, I do like the idea of it, but at the same time, I don't like the idea of the work involved. It's all.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really. I don't think I could do something like travel vlogging
No.
because I find it really difficult to like actually enjoy a place and take in your surroundings, while then also having to focus on like filming everything.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds terrible. Oh, I'd rather just like enjoy the moment while you're there, take photos, do that sort of thing. But no. Ah, what are you gonna do? Have we got any more questions from the chat? Silence. And here comes the old.
Fair enough. This is a very quiet stream, actually.
It's a very quiet stream. Yeah, I know. It's which I don't
It's
mind.
almost like we didn't announce it.
I know. It's like I did nothing prior to promote it whatsoever. So,
Yeah.
hey, what are you gonna do? I mean, for anyone who's joined in and wants to catch up as to what we've been talking about, we will be uploading this to the YouTube channel. So once this is done, you'll go straight to upload, and you can watch
Are there
it.
any new questions, Charles?
I don't see any new questions. No.
No, nothing at all.
No, nothing to read. Nothing particular to read. Nothing. No questions at all. Just one big blank slate. Nope. Oh, perfect.
Oh, we've
Oh,
got kinks or politics. It's all.
Whoa, which do you pick? Oh God. I'm so excited to see.
I mean, I
your
don't
news.
mind answering the second one,
Okay, can you?
but do we
Let's
stay
change
out
it
of
up. Let's keep
politics
it
as a
short.
channel?
What do you think of Boris Johnson in 3 words?
Are we allowed to swear on live streams?
I'm going to say no to make it more interesting because it's resorting to swears. That just makes it too easy.
Okay. We are fudged.
We are fudged. Nice. There we go.
There we go. It's polite.
Very well done.
It's using
Very
my
well
manners.
done. Very good. Very restrained. I like that. Restrained. Anyway, no matter. I am so excited to see your new setup. See, now the thing is, with our setup, I'm hoping
It's going to look the same.
it's going to look pretty much the same. I'm like, as soon as we get it all set up, hopefully it should just look like our studio before. If anything, I'm kind of hoping maybe the audio will be better because I'm going to set up something to make it a little bit better. But if it's not, hopefully it will just be exactly the same as what we did before. So don't expect anything too fancy. But
I mean, Charles, can we set up like a politics channel? That would be hilarious.
ooh, a politics channel. Yeah, that would be a great question.
Yeah.
A question? Idea. No, that's a terrible idea. I mean, I know pretty much nothing about politics apart from the fact that it's not going very well.
I mean, I could talk a lot about this, especially current circumstances, because well, A, they're very relevant, and B, I've sort of got
Oh yeah.
there's a lot of interesting implications for a lot of my work working within Europe. But
That's very true. Yeah. I mean that could be interesting. Maybe we'll switch it around. You can be the guy in front of the camera talking about stuff, and I'll be the camera guy. Twist. No. Okay.
I mean, that would be very uncomfortable.
I mean, yeah, exactly.
Don't know why. I've never liked being in front of a camera, but that's not why we do the whole no face thing. That was just a laugh, but it's just something about being on the spot and having to like perform. I always found super uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, I found it super uncomfortable until I made a gaming channel and practiced there. There you go. Ben, what is it like having no face? Do people give you odd looks?
So basically, there's just sort of like a dark abyss on top of my shoulders. And the problem is, if people look straight into it, they go blind. Yeah.
Still good. I mean, hasn't happened to me yet.
So, I mean, on one side it's handy because you don't have to worry about how you look in the morning, but on the other, no one will ever look you in the eyes because they'll go blind.
I never had to wear glasses until I met Ben. Looked him in the eyes, and now I'm short-sighted. Now I can't see him.
Yeah, you got away lightly.
I did. Yeah, I did very well. Whoa. But yeah. That's a really good image. Have I ever tried to fit a potato into the mouth of an automaton? No, I haven't. Oddest question. Interesting. Interesting.
Who's your
question.
favourite member of staff?
I mean, we don't really have
I mean,
staff.
No, there's this intern who we were thinking of firing.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm getting to the point where I'm feeling like we don't need the intern anymore, so we'll probably just cut loose there, just remove that one entirely. But I'd say Ben is my favorite member of staff.
Yeah, I mean, I would hold it against you if you said anything else.
Well, exactly, and I feel like your favorite member of staff is probably also Ben.
I am my favourite member of staff. Very good.
That's what I thought. There we go. I'll replace the intern. I only ask for £1 an hour. That is not bad.
I mean, it's an unpaid internship. You won't get a job at the end of it or anything. It will just look good on your CV.
Oh, it's going to look so good on your CV, guys. Come on, sign up now. Drop us an email with your application. We don't need a proper CV or anything. Just tell us why you'll be fit for the role. Please be as serious as possible.
Why are we so mean to the intern? It's because everyone knows that interns are filthy and disposable.
Well, yeah. Interns are disposable. That's it. That's why you hire them. So you can thrash them at board games and then feel bad about it later. But you know. Would you rather listen to an orchestra of automatones or a band of nose flutes? That's a good question. Orchestra of automatones. But I would also like to see a band of nose flutes. But yeah, I would rather listen to an orchestra of automatones. There you go. How did Looted become a music-related channel? I'm going to guess they're going to add in there.
By accident.
How did it become so music-related? Yeah, by accident. Completely by accident, which is kind of funny. I think with the automatones, I already had them, and I was like, all right, I'm going to get the automatones, and we'll get them do a video on them because I already have them. That'd be easy. And then that video did stupidly well, and that sort of started everything, and we saw like a spike in subscribers and everything. It was great. And then we're like, oh, well, now we need to figure out maybe doing another instrument video. And then at the time, there was a very popular video out. I think it was called like following cosplayers with a melodica. So it was like a girl following like these cosplayers and playing like the theme tune from the anime they were cosplaying as. And that video did really well. And I was like, I've never tried an automaton. Let's get an automaton. Not an automaton. What am I talking about? A melodica. And I was like, all right, well, let's get a melodica and try that out. And then that video did quite well. And then I just kept finding instruments from there. I didn't really think about it. It wasn't like, oh, that's a popular instrument right now. Let's do that. It was just, oh, that's an instrument. Let's get it and try it. And yeah, it's worked out. There you go. That's it. It was just a complete accident, but just became a subset of content that we make.
Apparently, my mood lighting is sensual. Basically, it's slowly gotten darker outside.
Oh, yeah, that's as well. It's getting very sensual. It's like in the last hour, yeah, it's come from like bright to near.
I mean, I guess I could open a blind, but it might ruin my mood lighting.
Yeah, keep the mood lighting. It's good.
Yeah.
All right, Ben.
Or I could turn some lights on. I've literally just got a candle, and that's it.
It's lovely. I hope that's what we share when I come visit. I'll sit on your boat and we'll have a nice candle-lit dinner.
Oh, I've got many candles.
Good. I'd hope so. Saves money on electricity, I guess, doesn't it?
I don't pay for electricity.
What? Oh, yeah, because you've got a generator. Of course.
No, I have... Well, my engine has a big alternator, but I also have solar on the roof.
That was it.
And leisure batteries, so... yeah, I don't pay for electricity. Who pays for electricity?
Us commoners. Ben, pick another question. We're coming close to the end of the stream. I think we've got 5 more minutes, so feel free to pick a question.
No, I'm going to ask a question. Should Ben start a completely unrelated YouTube channel?
Oh, are you asking me or them?
I'm asking them
What would
and
the
you.
content be?
I'm asking everyone. I don't know. That's the thing. Because I've always liked the idea of sort of having an additional channel, but then I've always sort of been like, well, what do I do? I like lots of things. So like, what do I do?
The answers
I'm
are
guessing that's a no then.
no, no, no.
Yes, 100%, and then
Yes,
yes,
actually,
actually, and
yes,
yes.
yes, sure, maybe.
Maybe.
I
But
think
yeah,
yes. You might as well go for it just to experiment because I'll be interested to see what you do in making videos that don't involve me, which would be fantastic.
I mean, they would be drastically different.
Yes, but actually, no. I'd like to see you try. I'd like to see what you come out with. I feel like it will maybe spark some creativity in you, which you've lost by making this basically the same video again and again with me.
It's torture. It's hell.
Oh yeah, it is. It's not that bad. We like it somewhat sometimes. The editing's great. Woo. Make a video where you capsize your boat.
Yeah, I'm not going to capsize my boat. Charles might if I let him. It's quite hard
If
to
things go
do.
badly when I come visit, then maybe we'll be making a video where you capsize your boat. But fingers crossed it doesn't come to that. But hopefully, if that does happen, the video does so well, we manage to pay back your damages on your boat. Fingers crossed.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. Ben can do subreddit readings and become super popular. Done. Don't have to show your face. Easy.
It's interesting. It does seem to be a bit of a, you get a lot of big YouTubers who sort of, it's a bit of a cop out, but they're just like, I'm a reviewer subreddit, or
Yeah.
basically get content from Reddit.
But yeah, that's it. Just go like, I'm just gonna look at the most popular things on this subreddit, and then just that's it. Done. It's yeah. I mean, it does well. Apparently, I'm on a pay-as-you-go electric meter. Exactly. Same for the time being. I won't be soon, luckily, but for the time being, I am. Ugh. It's not the best way of doing it. It's very expensive.
Ben should make Detool. It's a reboxing channel. I mean, it would actually be hell, because by the time Charles is done with any sort of packaging, it's just obliterated.
That is not true. Some of it's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I do like the idea of like ending the video. I just pass the product off screen, and then your video starts with you taking the product off screen from the side I pulled it off, and then you're just reboxing it, and then that's literally it. Oh, that would be so stupid, but I'd love it. Yeah. All right. Any other questions? We got 2 more minutes. I think we've got time for like one more. Drum roll. Someone said Android or iPhone. Android all the way.
Yep.
Next one. Come on. There's no time. The hazardous materials are seeping in through the window. Ah.
How do you see Looted's future? Oh god, that's a big question.
That's a very loaded question right there. I see it like every YouTube channel. Maybe either doing slightly better than we're doing now and then dropping off, or staying the same that we're doing now and then dropping off. I don't see it sort of spiking as such unless we mix things up a little bit. And I want to, you know what? I'm not going to say I know what's going to happen. I haven't really got a prediction for it as such. I want to see how the rest of this year goes, and then judge from what happens there. If we have like a really good few months after we get into the new studio, make some more content, maybe make some more regular content, fingers crossed something will happen, but I can't say for sure. But I'm looking forward to the future of the channel, and hopefully it brings some cool stuff, but I can't say how it's going to be. I just don't know. I don't know. Can you play the drums for a video? I've tried. Check out the video where we play the drums for a video. Cider or apple juice? Apple juice, Ben.
Oh, probably apple juice.
Oh, okay. I thought you were a cider guy.
Nah, not really.
Get me on a video. It'll at least get 4 more views than average. I mean, that's 4 views that we really could do with.
I mean, yeah, we've sort of the channel is stable but flat at the moment, largely, isn't it?
It is. It's very stable. We get a consistent. We're strong and stable. We get a consistent amount of views every single month. So we're sort of like, I know we're going to get this amount. So which is good because it means that we know pretty much on average what sort of revenue we're going to get from it, and we have we know what we're making, and the subscriber growth is fairly consistent as well. We just need to. I feel like if we could make the same kind of videos but more often and there was more frequent content, it would probably do us better. But still, for the time being, we can only really do one a week. So
we're going to start clickbaiting massively.
I've been trying, man. There's only so much clickbaiting I can do with these sort of products.
I mean, I feel like testing condom flavors would be a good clickbait title.
I mean, it wouldn't even be clickbait. That's exactly what's happening.
Well, I mean, I think that would get some views.
Great. Can you try and get a stylist to make up Charles's hair for a video? Oh, who knows?
If they weren't meant to go near your mouth, they wouldn't give them flavours, Charles.
Anyway,
I don't see what the problem is.
It's probably not going to happen. I keep saying probably because you never know. We might get so desperate and we might do it. Just throw in a wow and an oh my god into the title and we'll get loads of views apparently. That'll be good. That'll be swell. Anyway, it is now 8:30.
You just need to find somewhere that does like a multi-flavoured pack rather than having to buy a pack of each flavour.
If we go back to Japan, I think Condom Mania is still a thing, so we can pop in there because they're basically just a store where you can just buy like many different varieties of condoms. And
why go to Japan when you can go to Wish?
I'm not. Anyway, shall we wrap this up?
Nothing from Wish.
If you throw Wish in the title, you just get more views. It's just, are you looking up condoms on Wish?
No.
Shall we wrap this up then?
Oh, it wants me to sign in. God damn it.
Anyway, we're wrapping up. We'll do this after. We'll do this later. We'll talk about this later. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us on another live stream. It's been very good as always. Thank you for dropping in your questions. And as I said, we're going to be officially moving into the new studio in the middle of September. So with any luck, we'll have some new videos coming out around about then. It'll be a good time. I've got to get Ben down to help me move in all the new studio stuff, which is going to be fun. You know, luckily, there's only 2 flights of stairs we need to worry about.
2?
Only 2.
I mean, I guess that's the same as moving out of the studio.
It's less than it was in the old studio, so we should be all right. Either way. Anyway, should be good. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next live stream. Hopefully we'll do one sooner rather than later. But it's just having things to talk about. We're a bit rubbish with that kind of stuff. So, but fingers crossed, it will happen. And yeah, join us on Discord. We're on there sometimes, but more often than we're live streaming. So if you want to chat with us then, go for it. Links in the description. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Bye.